Today we are going to continue our chapter Lines and Angle. In our previous class we have completed our exercise 6.1. Now moving forward. First of all, let's revise what are parallel lines, because now we have to deal with the parallel lines, transversal and the angles made on it. Okay, so what are parallel lines? The lines that never intersect each other, a pair of lines that never intersect each other are called parallel lines. Like this, there are two lines L and M. Okay, if you will reduce them to infinite, they never intersect each other. If a pair of line is there, which on extending it to infinite, they never meet each other at any point, are called parallel lines. अगर दो लाइंस को जितना भी आगे प्रोड्यूस कर दिया जाए, बढ़ाया जाए, और वो कभी भी आपस में इंटरसेक्ट ना करें, then they are called parallel lines. Okay? Now we'll read about another line that is called transversal. Transversal. What are transversals? Transversal lines are the lines that intersect a pair of parallel lines. Okay, it can be two parallel lines, three parallel lines. A common line that intersect all the parallel lines are called transversal lines. अगर आपके पास एक pair of parallel line है या तीन parallel lines हैं, and there is a common line that intersect all the three lines, then this line is called transversal line. Okay, so here let's name it L and N. So line N is a transversal line for the parallel lines L and M. Here L is parallel to M. You all know how to represent parallel lines. You just write a parallel symbol. This is called parallel symbol. ये parallel का symbol है. So L is parallel to M. It is read as L is parallel to M. Okay. So L is parallel to M, and L is a line that intersects L and M both. Then it is a transversal line. Now there are some angles formed here, right? There are 8 angles formed here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. There are total 8 angles formed on these two lines made with the transversal. Let's name them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So there are total 8 angles formed here. Now we will relate these angles with each other. Okay, let's relate these angles with each other. So the first one is, you all have read about vertically opposite angles, right? If two lines intersect at each other, then the pair of opposite angles are equal and are called vertically opposite angle. So similarly, you can see L is intersected by N at point O, and this is, let it be P. So line L is intersected by line N at point O. So at point O, these two lines intersect, then the pair of angle 1 and 3, angle 2 and 4 are what? Vertically opposite angle. So we'll write angle 1, opposite to 1 is 3, so angle 1 and angle 3. Again angle 2, and opposite to angle 2 is angle 4. So you write angle 4 here. Now moving forward to the next line. Line M is intersected by line N at point P. This line is intersected by this one at point P. Again there are 4 angles formed, and some angles are opposite to each other. Which one is it? Angle 5 is vertically opposite to angle 7. So you write angle 5 and 7 here. Another angle 6 is vertically opposite to angle 8. So you write angle 6 and angle 8. These all four angle pairs are what? Vertically opposite angle. So you have got 4 pair of angles which are vertically opposite angle. And you know that vertically opposite angles are what? Equal in measurement. So you write equal sign in between them. you write that angle 1 is equal to angle 3, angle 2 equals to angle 4, angle 5 equals to 7, angle 6 equals to angle 8. And the reason is they are vertically opposite angles. Now moving forward, now I will read about another type of angle, which is your corresponding angle. Corresponding angle. Now let's see how many pair of corresponding angles we have in this figure. So, what are corresponding angles? First, let us know about that. See, if these two lines are intersected by a common line, an angle is formed over here. A similar angle is formed over here also, right? The position of these two angles are same. If you look at it, line 1 with the line 1, this this transversal has made an angle over here. And in the similar way, the second line has made an angle at the second with the second line. With the transversal, the second line has made an angle over here. The position of both the angles are same. Both are on the right side, both are on the upper side. So their positions are same. So all those angles who have similar positions are called corresponding angles. When we talk about transversal and parallel lines, the angles at the similar positions are called corresponding angles. They are called corresponding pairs. So let's see. Angle 2. Angle 2 corresponds to which angle? Angle 6, because the position of angle 2 and angle 6 are same. Similarly, angle 1 is equal to angle 5 because they all correspond to the same position. So you write angle 1 and angle 5 because they are at a similar position. Similarly, angle 2 and angle 6. Again, moving downward, angle 4 corresponds to the position of angle 8. So you write angle 4 and angle 8. Now again, angle 3 corresponds to the position of angle 7. So you write angle 3 and angle 7. Right? So you have got 4 pair of angles and they are called corresponding angles. And they also have a property that they are equal in measurement. So the corresponding pairs or the corresponding angles are equal in measurement. So you have got another rule or another way of finding angles. What is it? Corresponding angles. If they have similar position, their values will be equal. Okay? Now, let's move forward to next type of angle. The next one is your alternate angle. Alternate interior angles. Interior, as you all know, means which are made inside. Interior means inside. So let's see interior angles. In between line L and M, 4 angles are formed. You can see 4, 3, 6 and 5 are both made between angle line L and line M. ये 4 एंगल आपके लाइन L और M के बीच में बने हैं, इंटीरियर में बने हैं. So they all are interior angles. Now, what are alternate interior angles? Alternate, as the word resembles, it is denoted as the alternate position. It shows alternate position. That means you skip one and you got the next one, right? Like 4 alternates with 6. The position of 4 and 6 are alternate. Again, angle 3 and 5 are at alternate position. Like this and this are on alternate position. Similarly, this one and this one are on alternate positions. Okay? So both are formed inside or in interior. So that's why they are called interior angles. And the ones which are at alternate positions are called alternate interior angles. So there are 2 pair of alternate interior angles. Let's see. Angle 4, angle 6. They are at alternate position and they are at interior of line L and M. दोनों L और M के बीच में है, interior में है, and they are at alternate position. So you will write over here angle 4 and angle 6. The first pair is angle 4 and angle 6. The next pair is angle 3 and angle 5. Angle 3 and angle 5. They are also at alternate positions, right? So these 2 pair of alternate interior angles we have in this figure. again they have the property that they are equal in measurement. So you write they are equal. Angle 4 equals to angle 6 and angle 3 equals to angle 4. Let's revise. Let's have a quick revision. Vertically opposite angle, that means if two lines intersect, the angles which are at vertically opposite position are called vertically opposite angle. In this figure, there are 4 pair of vertically opposite angles. Now moving forward, corresponding angle, if they have similar position, they will be called corresponding angles. So there are 4 angles, right? 4 pair of angles which are corresponding angles. Next one is alternate interior angle. Interior means which are formed inside. So between L and M, 4 angles are formed. They all are interior angles. And if their position is alternate, then they are called alternate interior angles. And you have 2 pair of alternate interior angles. Now moving forward. Next is your alternate exterior angle. Alternate exterior angle. So as the name suggests, the positions will be alternate and the angles will be at the exterior. That means they will be outside of the line. So see, outside L there are 2 angles, 1 and 2, and outside M there are 2 angles, 8 and 7. Now look at the positions. Alternating to 1, the angle is 7. And alternating to 2, the angle is 8. So again you have 2 pairs, angle 1 and angle 7, angle 2 and angle 8. Okay. So you have got two more pairs which are called alternate exterior angles. Exterior means they are formed outside and their positions are alternate. Okay. So again they have a property that they are equal in measurement. So you will write equal sign in between them. That means angle 1 is equals to angle 7, angle 2 equals to angle 8, right? Now, let's move forward. There is another type of angle which is called co-interior angle. Co-interior angles. Co-interior angles, what does the word mean? The property it has that they sums up to 180 degrees. This is the property. If you find, whenever you find a co-interior pair, they will sum up to what? 180 degrees. उनका sum हमेशा 180 degrees के बराबर होगा. Now, let's see the co-interior angles. On this line, interior word is used. Sorry, angle में आपका interior word use हुआ है. That means where will they formed? They will be formed in the interior. That means again we will discuss about these 4 angles, 4, 3, 6 and 5. हम लोग इन 4 angles के बारे में discuss करेंगे because the word interior is written over there, right? Now, co-interior angles resembles the pair of interior angles that are coincident, that lie side by side, like 3 and 6. Okay. Similarly, angle 4 and 5, they are co-interior angles. So you write angle 3 and angle 6, angle 4 and angle 5. And I have written a property over here that this sums up to 180 degrees. That means you will say angle 3 plus angle 6 equals to 180 degrees. Angle 4 plus angle 5 equals to 180 degrees. Okay. You got 2 more results. That is called co-interior angles. The pair of angles are called co-interior angles because they are lying inside, that means in the interior, and they are lying side by side or corresponding to each other. So their sum is equal to 180 degrees. So you have got 2 pairs and you know the property of co-interior angle. This sums up to 180 degrees. So you wrote angle 3 plus angle 6 equals to 180 degrees. Angle 4 plus angle 5 equals to 180 degrees. Now, let's revise a few more things in this figure. L is a straight line. So, angle 1 and angle 2 forms what? Linear pair. If you remember, if an angle is formed on a line separated by a ray, then they forms linear pair, and the sum of angle of linear pair is 180 degrees. So, you can say that angle 1 plus angle 2 equals to 180 degrees. Why? They are forming linear pair. Similarly, angle 4 plus angle 3. They are also formed on line L. So their sum will also be 180 degrees. Angle 4 plus angle 3 equals to 180. Again, moving forward, 5 plus 6. 8 plus 7. Again on a straight line. If you will see vertically, at the vertical position, this is also a straight line. 1 and 4. Again, they are they are linear pairs because they are also formed on a straight line separated by a ray. That means 1 and 4, 2 and 3, 5 and 8, 6 and 7. All 4 of these are also what? Linear pairs. So they are written linear pairs over here. Linear pairs. So these 4 are linear pairs. Again 1 and 4. Angle 1 plus angle 4. Second one is 2 plus 3. 5 and 8. And the last one is 6 and 7. So there are 8 pair of linear pairs in this figure. So what we have learned in this figure? If two parallel lines are intersected by a common line which is called a transversal, 8 angles are formed. Those 8 angles have some relation between them, and the relations are either they will be alternate angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, corresponding angles, vertically opposite angles, co-interior angles, or linear pairs. Okay, let's have an example how to use these points while solving the question. I'm drawing a figure. There's a parallel line. Let's name it P, Q and L. L is your transversal, P and Q are parallel lines. So it is given that P is parallel to Q and L is a transversal. Okay. Let this angle be of 60 degrees. Let the name of it is X. This one is your Y. This one is your Z. And this one is your W. Let's not find it W. Let's make it W. Okay. So there is a small example in front of you. One angle is given. You have been asked to find the value of X, Y, Z and W. So let's use the points we have learned right now. So looking forward, X and 60 degree. You can clearly see they are at vertically opposite positions, right? X and 60 degree both are at vertically opposite positions. You will simply write that X equals to what? 60 degrees because vertically opposite angles की value क्या होती है? Same होती है. तो अगर ये 60 degree है, then this angle will also be of 60 degrees. So you write X equals to 60 degree, and the reason is they are vertically opposite angles, right? Now moving forward, let's find Y or some other value. Okay. We have just read about linear pairs also, and we have formed 8 linear pairs, right? हमने 8 linear pairs बनाए थे, तो किसी एक का यूज करते हैं. This one and this one, they are also forming linear pair, and X and Y, they are also forming linear pair. If you remember, they are formed on a straight line, separated by a ray. That means these two angles are forming linear pair. Similarly, P is a line. There is a ray over here. This ray is dividing the straight angle in X and Y. So X and Y are also linear pairs, right? तो मैं X and Y को लिख लेती हूँ. So you write X plus Y equals to 180 degrees. Reason is they are forming linear pair. Because they are forming linear pair, X and Y sums up to what? 180 degrees. Now you know the value of X. X की value क्या है? 60 degrees. Just put that value over here. 60 degrees plus Y is equal to 180. So Y equals to 180 degrees. This 6 will move forward to the next side and you will get 120 degrees. So you got the value of Y equals to 120 degrees. Now look at the figure. Another pair you are getting, which is co-interior angles, right? Y and W, aren't they forming co-interior angles? Because they are both forming on the interior side, and at co-positions, right? Corresponding positions. So you will say that Y and W are forming what? They are forming co-interior angles. So you will write, and co-interior angles की property क्या होती है? They sums up to 180 degrees, right? You will write Y plus W equals to what? 180 degrees. The reason is co-interior angles. They are forming co-interior angles, right? So the value of Y, we have just found the value of Y, which is equal to 120 degrees. Just put that value. Plus W equals to 180 degrees. So W equals to 180 degrees minus 120 equals to 60 degrees, right? So you got the value of W also, which is equal to 60 degrees. So you can find the value of Z either by saying that W and Z are at vertically opposite positions, or you can see that X and Z are at what? Corresponding positions, right? You have learned about corresponding pairs also. So you can say X and Z are at corresponding position. So if X equals to 60, then Z equals to what? 60. Either you can say W and Z are at vertically opposite position. If W equals to 60, then Z also equals to 60. So you can write any of the reason, like X equals to Z and both equals to 60 degrees. The reason is corresponding angles. I hope this much is clear to you all. I am summing up my video at this point, and we'll solve some theorem on this basis in the next class. So till then, thank you, students.